So imagine this flow. You begin by selecting the IP building blocks you need from the libraries of soft components. So, say a processor, some peripherals, some memory, and then with a simple pound defined and include statement, you've now implemented all of the low-level driver code for the peripherals you've selected. And with that, you can begin coding, adding your differentiation to the design. Drop in some top-level components to interface to the peripherals on the nanoboard, and with the push of a button, you're off running. And when you're ready to move to your target platform, create your PCB schematic using the FPGA to PCB project wizard. Then drop in whole circuits from the desktop nanoboard reference design, using the device sheets of nanoboard circuits included, royalty-free in the build. And there you have it. In almost no time at all, you're up and running, with the bulk of the design intelligence complete. And better still, in a system that can be reprogrammed and completely reworked with little need for a new PCB. So, how is this packaged up? Well, to answer this, we need to have a peek first at how FPGA design is captured in Altium Designer.